game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hokies will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Houston Cougars offense will be first on the attack. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So Virginia Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's
turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Hokies! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. There he goes! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He's in open space downfield. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Finds a man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cougars have their offense in high gear. On the option. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with breaks into the open. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Got enough for the first down. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for this offense. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. It'll be 3rd and long. wants to pass. Here's a heat. Now improvising. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They kick it away on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different...
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Harvin. He'll work his way down to the 28. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to run it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On second and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. It's complete to the right. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougar! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And the extra point is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. They're setting up the screen. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quickly complete. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Hokies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some strength. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The give to the back. And some room to work. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Kick is in the air. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harvin. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harvin. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Under fire. Crosses the 30. He's got a late. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. To the air on first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping them.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 3rd down play from the gun. Finds his man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just